I think you're someone to say, as if you've fallen away from the track, and I'm trying to carry you back. Well, that's not so, but I followed you high and low. It seemed to me to be there with you.
I sort of see Jesus as my tour guide. He takes me to places. He takes me to places that if I didn't follow him, I would never get to see. But like I went with the World Youth Day pilgrimage to his hometown in Jerusalem. Oh, I saw where he walked. I saw where Jesus grew up, where he lived, where he worked. Well, I'm getting to know this guy, and I got to know his family. I thirst for more knowledge about Jesus. He's the most exciting man I've ever met in my life. He gives me a fullness of understanding through his life, death and resurrection, and the prayer and the strength and the way he gives me energy. So a lot of people say I've got a lot of energy. I know it comes from my tour guide. I do come from a Catholic family, quite involved in ministry. I had 4 Catholic grandparents, each with their own passion in the faith. So 2 Catholic parents. One, my dad became a deacon. My mum is very heavily involved and has been for a long time in various ministries in the church, and nowadays she does a lot for the St. Vincent de Paul. My family is the first church, first way you learn about the faith, and they have instilled in me a passion for compassion for people unconditionally, for celebrating life together, being supportive of one another, and extending the love of family out to the community. So family love isn't an inward looking thing, it's not exclusive, it's something that is a gift. I was employed by Brisbane Catholic Education to work at Siena Catholic College on the Sunshine Coast from 2002 till 2012, and so that required me to be a lay minister on site. So pastoral ministry is walking with young people through their ups and their downs. So celebrating, being there. But pastoral ministry is a depth of ministry that I find hard to articulate, because you're with people through life, and that's an integrated connection that is so firmly knit together that it's very difficult to break. I have set up a business called Experience Wellbeing, and I run retreats in Catholic, Anglican, Lutheran and state schools for kids aged upper primary to upper secondary, and they range on topics of social justice. I do a lot of music and a lot of games. I really enjoy interacting with young people, bringing the dignity of their stories to the foot of the cross, and creating a space where they can see their own story fitting into the story of Christ on the cross, his life, death and resurrection. And how Sister Mel Dwyer, she's a Canossian nun. She made her final vows a year ago, actually, which is flown. And so we met when we were, I was 20 or 19, and we were discerning whether to be nuns, and she said yes and I said no. And Mel's dream has always been to be making a big difference in the world. When she was discerning to be a nun, she was training to make it into the Olympics for javelin throwing. And when she'd been to Africa to see the need there, she just said to me, "Well, what's the point in throwing a stick up far away?" And so she decided that there's so much need in Africa that she just couldn't see any other better life than being a liberating force for other people. And she is a constant source of inspiration for me. The lives of the people there just are always in my mind, reframing how I see the world. I've developed a grassroots little charity to help kids get to kindy. Started off with 60 kids and now there's 300. And they're all in rural spots in Malawi. So we're getting those kids food each day and the community and some education. The Lord is loving and merciful.